Hello everybody, this is Zigzag Zog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we are back to continue our playthrough of XCom Enemy Within featuring the Longmore mod. And we've left off with a downed medium ahead of us. Looking on that one up, we're probably on an average looking at about 11 to 15 aliens that we're going to be up against. The big question is, what's the caliber of aliens we're going to be up against? And we'll find that out in just a moment. Let's meet the crew I picked out and equipped to take on this mission. We got our Rocketeer, Arthur, Ace, Ashe. We have Boris, Boom Boom, Becker along on the mission as our infantryman. He's more of the fire support Overwatch kind of infantry style, and guess what, he has a promotion available, so let's do that. And really have enough suppressors, so the two choices kind of at this level, increase primary damage on a regular basis or improve your abilities against the flying enemies. And I think I need a little more help to have some consistent soldiers in my team on elevated enemies, let's put it that way, with Deadeye. So I'm choosing Deadeye over Ranger. Both are pretty legitimate picks at this point, but I don't think I have quite enough Deadeye scattered through my teams yet, and that's why I'm going with Deadeye. Whoops, I backed out just a little too far. So let's get back there. After Becker, we have Andy, Spector, Gibbon. He is our sniper. David, Goldenballs, Beckham is our assault. It's right there in front of my eyes. Come on. We have Jeffrey, Goldfish, Drag, back out of the sick bay. I don't recall using him in a while, so I think he was tied up in the sick bay along with a ton of others. The sick bay is looking a lot better, by the way. I think we're down to just 4-ish troops left. The problem is 3 of those are like 20 days out. So we've whittled down the overall numbers, but we got some heavy injuries in there, so hopefully we can avoid them today. So Jeffrey's along as our scout. We have 1 battle scanner along with him. Goldenballs Beckham has both the alloy plating and one of the 2 armor, the phalanx armors that I have, because he's probably going to be a little up close and personal and prone to being targeted. Cristiano Ronaldo CR7 is along as our bullet wizard gunner, and guess what, he's the other soldier that needs a promotion before we head out. And what we're going to go with, I think on someone else I may have gone with the heat ammo, but I can't remember. Basically for my gunner I'm adding Shredder to help weaken those enemies. We're going to be coming up further, so we won't kill him in 1 turn, but he'll be weakened for other soldiers to go after him. So the Shredder ammo is very helpful against those armored targets, so we're going to pick Shredder. Heat potentially would be very viable choice in this instance. We have plenty of opportunists with some of our other builds, so it was between those 2, and I chose Shredder this time. Our commander along on this mission, Rafael Nadal, will be our medic. And finally along we have Sandy Golden Arm Koufax as our engineer. He does not have the repair skill, so we're just going to have 1 chance, if it presents itself, for a capture on this mission. It's a one and done try on this mission. Let's get in there and take a look at the map.
Touching down.
Going to the southern reaches of Africa to get this downed medium.
We're heading to South Africa for this one, and we need to get down there fast. The UFO came down in a sparsely populated area away from any major population centers. We can secure the site with limited danger to the civilians in the area.
All right, let's get in there. And the crashed UFO has set the forest ablaze, it looks like.
Central, this is Big Sky.
At least in the landing picture. Let's see.
Strike 1 is cleared to attempt.
I am just the worst at picking out maps. Okay, we're kind of near this corner. How wide does it expand in the other direction? There's a lot of space in the other direction, so I think since we're kind of ishy, kind of toward the edge on this side, we're going to make our way towards, of course there's not a lot of super cover on the high ground, but we're going to kind of have some high ground that we take and then make our way towards the center, I think. That's the direction we'll kind of push. Let's see if I can get my scout up here, Jeffrey drag, and get you moving forward. I guess what we'll do first is get you up to the ramp and just start getting everybody moving in that direction. We do have the ability to get up to the high ground here in the back, which is probably the direction I'll send the sniper. Then we got Becker. It'd be nice. Let's just get you positioned behind a tree, Becker, just in case some unlucky alien decides to roam into us. And with the lack of great cover, let's see, we'll get Sandy Koufax at least on this half cover as we start moving some other people around. Kind of thinking I want to get my sniper in this direction. Do I dare double move over here and risk an activation over there? I don't think so. Let's play it cool.
Roger, tracking.
I wanted to play this mission last night after I got off a long, exhausting day at work, but that key word, exhausting, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I'm alert enough. I don't know if I want to take on a mission. Being tired, I'll be prone to mistakes. So here I am. I have the day off. I'm well rested. It's early in the, well, it's not early. I take that back. I slept in. It's a nice, nice day ahead of us. And we're going to try the mission in a rested state now and see if that'll do us any good. We'll get our rocket over here, and just in case, we'll steady him in the back. And let's get the rest moved forward, just so we can react. Oh, excuse me, I wanted Nadal. And just so we can react based on what we might activate. And get a round of Overwatches going.
Come get some.
Scanning.
And yeah, you have snapshots, so even the sniper can overwatch on this one. Look at that. Isn't it fun? Oh, we go. We got floaters in town. And we don't have great positions with wit to combat, but thank goodness. Good job. I think that was Sandy Koufax that took one of the floaters out. It looks like a pot of 3 moved on us. Now what are they going to do to react? Hopefully not a lot of itchy trigger tentacles. Oh, and the key guy I count on as my Overwatch specialist missed his chance. We got one more going and a hit. Awesome job. That was Jeffrey. It looks like Jeffrey drag here. It looks like they may have double move, so that's definitely going to help us out in taking out this pod. Nobody's on Overwatch. We got complete free range of movement here, so I'm kind of excited about our chances all of a sudden. With no Overwatch, we don't necessarily have to lead with anybody special. I am going to push forward with you, David Beckham, get you nice and close on a blue move and see if we activate anything behind in the process of moving.
Roger that.
Rather do that early and find out if we got other visitors. And look at that. Look at those percentages. Just because you're that close with your shotgun, your laser shotgun, your laser whatever we want to I can't even remember the name. Yeah, your laser, your scatter laser. See, all the names are at our fingertips here on the screen when you concentrate and pay attention. Oh boy. Sandy Koufax. Well, look at that. You can't quite get there in one turn to be able to try and attempt a capture attempt. It doesn't look like on that one in the back. Oh my goodness, do we have the ability to try to capture? Am I going to get a better chance to try a capture on this map? I'll just kick myself if I hear a muton. But at least in the first round I didn't hear any muton noises in the background. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and try this stun. 54%, he's down to 1 hit point. That's about as good of a chance as we are going to get. So let's just give the early college try here and see if we can do it.
Subduing time.
And it failed.
Lot of good
Well, you know, we're kind of getting back into that bad routine. We had that one successful mission with 2 captures in 1, and since then I'm feeling like we're on a cold streak. Feeling like we're on a cold streak. David Beckham, let's have you go against a more powerful one with a nice 100% shot. You just might be able to take care of him here. Let's see. You do. Now we got an easy guy with lots of choices ahead of us to be able to pick off the next guy. We're just going to move up to the half cover. And Nadal, let's see if you can be one of my favorite type of medics, and that's a killing medic, and finish the job right here. Okay, so you're not one of my favorite kind of medics today. We'll get my sniper up behind the tree here. This is the cover I'm going to want him in eventually anyway as we move forward. So let's get you up here. You have snapshot, Andy Gibbon. You're kind of close range. You don't have a great shot, but guess what? You have a laser pistol. Much better percent chance. Let's see if you can just knock him off of your pistol. Are you good with a sniper rifle? Yeah. And a pistol. Okay, the silence is golden is back. Let's just kind of, I don't want to do a lot of pushing forward. So I think what we'll just do is get some people up the hill. Kind of get us grouped up. We'll be able to be in a position to move forward as we're grouped in a better position. And we can decide if we need to reload or push forward right away. We'll keep you down here, Boris Becker. And let's see if my Rocketeer can get any kind of cover. Not really, but we're still going to stand you right out here in the open and steady your rocket just in case. Don't have a good sense of what kind of pods we're up against. So far, 3, and I guess I should make sure. Yeah, we killed 3 of 3. That was a pod of 3. Let's see. I think we're just going to reload you, Jeffrey.
Overwatch.
Oops, I take that back. We're going to overwatch you. How about that? And we're going to overwatch. I'm going to, yeah, we're just going to overwatch this round and then decide how we want to deal with the reloads, just in case, since the aliens... Okay, more floaters on the background, more floaters in the background. I didn't hear a muton roar, so let's see. Jeffrey, do you have the ability to get to any kind of position? We're going to push you over here, and then we're probably going to do kind of a short little move with everybody and a reload turn as we get ready here. I think we're going to move over towards this log a little bit. What have we got over here? Okay, this looks like the path that the craft has crashed down, so it looks like our alien spacecraft is probably off in the back here at the end of that. That's kind of where they crashed and skidded, it looks like. So at least we kind of have our orientation of where we need to move or head towards.
I'm on it, Commander.
For the alien spacecraft. Yeah, get my suppressor behind some good cover. And I think we're just going to kind of move people over on a blue move. You're definitely going to reload Rafael Nadal. And I definitely would like to get my Rocketeer up here and steadied. That would be great in my book. We're going to, I think we're going to focus just on the reloads as opposed to being on Overwatch this round. Other than you, Jeffrey, we're going to just have at least someone on Overwatch. And we're going to reload. We're going to reload your sniper rifle up here, Andy.
It's killing time.
And we will have another Overwatch, another helpful Overwatch, and we'll get you up here, Boris Becker, and reload. Not sensing that we're going to get wandered into this turn, so I'm taking the opportunity to reload the bulk of us. Although as you... Oh, now that sound, if I recognize that sounds like Seekers. That kind of Seeker, it's more of a Seeker sound than a drone sound, and I definitely heard more floaters. So I'd almost say up forward and to our left we got a pot of Seekers somewhere. In fact, there's the meld to tantalize us. Why don't we aggressively... We have a change in plans, guys. We're going to aggressively try moving forward towards the meld. Let's get the push forward with my scout, just so he can push forward into full cover, so we see what we're up against. Okay, we got vision on the meld, and it's kind of behind. It's kind of protected back there. So if they're farther back, we might be able to approach that meld with some semblance of safety. So I'm going to double move my scout. It'll keep him in full cover, fortunately, just so I can try and have myself set up for a next turn to be able to, I think from here I should, obviously I can go on the side, but I worry about flank based on where the sound, so I'm going to do full cover here in case we activate. And we did, except it was drones, so this is something extra that we did not hear. I'm still committed to the fact that what I heard were seekers. We got a downed drone here in the back, so he's definitely going to be a healthy target, and we're just going to take that shot with Andy and thin the ranks. We got 4 drones is what it looks like. Oh, and look at that damage reduction, something we haven't had to experience in a while, is it? I'm going to move forward, I think, with Cristiano Ronaldo, so I have the option of suppression. Yes, I do. On the little weakened guy, everybody else is out of range. So maybe what I need to do, because I don't know that they can flank me up here with a double, they'd have to double move up here, and then since they're going to move forward to try that, yeah, and I don't want to waste my shredder rocket, although we are primed. Of course, do I need drone wrecks? I'm trying to remember, do I need drone wrecks? Or am I confusing this? I think I need drone wrecks perhaps in my other playthrough. Oh, the fun of multiple playthroughs at the same time. You start mixing your needs and misremembering your needs. Let's see, who else? How else? I'm almost thinking I need to do an Overwatch turn. I think we'll stick with an Overwatch turn. In fact, we are going to Overwatch even with the Rocketeer. Now I'm going to steady, just in case those Seekers move up against us. I am going to steady also. And just to be safe, we had one moving back. I'm gonna push forward here with David Beckham on a blue move, hopefully not activating those freaking floaters. And we didn't. Okay. Now Beckham doesn't really have a good shot because it's a shotgun shot. So I think what we'll do is maybe keep him on Overwatch. Yeah. Still not a great percentage shot. We're just going to Overwatch with the pistol and put everybody else on Overwatch, and we are going to suppress the one in the front. And I think I'd rather have these guys come into me. I'm not too worried about them taking shots. Their hits shouldn't do too much damage. They still haven't gained that kind of strength. And the guy down low, if he moves, should be dead. And that means we got Boris, Becker on Overwatch, which is a good thing to have on Overwatch. Rafael, Nadal will get you, and I think I am going to steady still on the Rocketeer. I'll have enough other people on Overwatch, I do believe.
Come get some.
Let's see their play. Come on, Beckham, do your job. Oh, that was not... Yeah, that was Beckham. That was Beckham. Oh, they did the repair number. Now that was something I hadn't thought of. And that fourth one is still staying far back. Okay. So actually we got more of them in range now. More potential to do some damage. And the second one is grounded also. So that means I'm going to get another 100% sniper shot. And we're going to take it and see if we can't do the damage this time. Ah, Same result. Look at that. Same result. Same frustrating, disappointing result. I'm not afraid to push forward this time. We're going to do that with Cristiano Ronaldo. We're definitely going to be pushing forward with my running gunner. The question is, will that be close enough to give me any kind of an effective shotgun shot? Let's find out. Yeah, I'm happy with 80%. It's not a guarantee, but it's a kind of percent. You kind of feel happy. You don't feel too bad taking. So, David Beckham, I'm counting on you on this one. That's why I'm taking this shot. Yeah, we did it. We do it. We do it. We got some flexibility now with you also, Jeffrey. I'm kind of thinking I might just move up. I want to move up and grab that meld is what I really want to do. So let's see if we can get some others to help us out somehow. Oof, oof, oof. We'll push forward with Koufax here. And hopefully he can connect on a 76%er and take out the second drone. Not quite, not quite, not quite. What kind? I'd rather not suppress. Although if I suppress, maybe it'll force them. And I'm going to take a straight 78% shot, I think, with Cristiano Ronaldo. If I miss, I probably should have decided to do this first because that would have improved my last shot to maybe where it would have hit. Now we gotta, but hopefully we won't miss, well, it happens. This is XCom. Hopefully we won't miss two 78% shots in a row. That's what you gotta think. You gotta believe, yes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Fabulous job. I really, and what kind of a shot do we have up here? It's 56%. It would give hollow targeting, but I'm really thinking and tempted at this point. I'm going to run up, grab the meld, and run back is what I'm thinking. Since that drone is so far back, he shouldn't be able to run up and flank me. The only question, the only worry was that I might have, see, I'm out of sight right now, but easily flank. So I'm going to run you right back, Jeffrey. Thank you for grabbing meld for us. And we're kind of going to be set up to do the same thing. I wish I had a surefire way, because I can't bring Beckham up closer. Invites his other drone to charge. He's in sight there. He's not in sight there. So he, even if I brought Beckham over here to take a shot, I don't think that other drone could come up to flank, could move far enough in one turn to get him in range. Could he? Yeah, he might be able to. It's just not. It's not a given. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push forward with David Becker. Excuse me. I'm mixing up my David Beckham and Boris Becker, so I'm going to move forward with a boom boom here to get him in position to do some better overwatch for us next time, or at least maybe some light them up infantry fire. Let's see. I don't really have the great spot also to push forward with my medic, so we're just gonna dash over here, just trying to get people closer, so maybe next time. Oh, there, see, you would have been in range there. And I'm just gonna steady in case another pod wanders into us, so I have a release valve in case that happens with the rocket, although I'm kind of farther back than I would prefer. Okay, he's making the charge. Yeah, I might have been able to handle that half cover. Double move by a drone is never minded, and another shot on drag, 26%, so the percent's going up. It's time to take care of this guy. And we got lots more meld out there, a couple more meld. What kind of a shot? Now we got a decent percent shot against the lead guy. The question is, potential to be flanked over there seems somewhat high. So why don't we do this play? Let's see if we can get, and I like 2 tries at 84% with Boris Becker, so let's make that our try. I've got my sniper backed up. Oh, we took care of that one right there. So now I'm feeling like we definitely want to get some holo targeting going on this guy in the back. I think I'll do it via suppression just to try and have him locked down as we maneuver. And we got a second shot right here by Boris Becker. Let's see if you can connect an 80%. There we go. So now the drone threat is gone. I love all the full tree cover, but you notice as we're moving around, it sure seems to spread us to get that good full cover. It makes us have to spread out, so that's a little concerning. I'm kind of thinking now the spaceship is probably more off to the right back here, but we heard some seekers more off to the left. I'm thinking we kind of move forward and see if we can scout out some seekers, and let's see who we got to move and play with right now. Jeffrey, I'm going to move you back up to that meld and start pushing forward here. Rafael, Nadal, we're going to keep you in half cover here to move forward just so you can be on overwatch in case we run into those seekers. Now odds are we won't activate anything with the seekers until we get up to this high ground, I'm guessing, because they could be, if not on the high ground, behind the high ground. That we aren't going to see them until we get up on that high ground. I'm kind of thinking. I'm always thinking. So let's just kind of park our Rocketeer and steady him out in the open, but he'll be far enough back where I'm not concerned. I'm also thinking, for now, I'm going to keep, to cover my advance at least, we're going to keep the sniper in the back, but the one thing we're going to do is reload as we start moving people forward. You've done your turn, you took your shot, you took your shots. I've got the ability now though to double move my assault, and I think I'm going to get him up near the front also here.
On to my turn.
Ooh, we got left. All we got left, that leaves Sandy Koufax, so we're just going to run you up with everybody else. We aren't fully loaded on a lot of our pistols and rifles, so we're going to have to look about fixing that. In fact, here's one of those instances where we'll take care of that. And we'll leave you on overwatch, Rafael, Nadal, and we're going to steady the rocket. The rocket is kind of used for me as protection against any surprises, as much as it tries to blow away things. So I'm still hearing the floaters out there, but I know I heard seekers earlier. So we got to ramp up this way. Looks like that's really our only path to the high ground, so that's the where we're going to head.
Moving. That's affirmative. Rolling.
Now I'm just going to do a blue move with you, Boris Becker, just so we can get you reloaded. And a rocket, rocket, rocket. We don't really have cover for my Rocketeer. But I'm going to double move this particular turn. I think we're protected by that high ground a little bit, so I'm safe not to have him. I'm feeling comfortable not to have him steady this turn. Let's do some reloads to help us out on our main weapons at least. And you, I can overwatch with, Jeffrey.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Thinking I'll start moving my sniper forward. We'll start it. This is our first move. It's more of a lateral move, but eventually we'll start moving forward too with my sniper. Once we figure out where those seekers might be hiding. In fact, I got to get you reloaded. Cristiano, just to get you moving in the right direction faster, the blue moves we're going to take and stand you in the open, and I'm going to reload you. And reload. Overwatch. And we're ready. Let's see if the seekers are a moving pod, if they're going to stumble into us. Okay, so it seems like the floaters might be more over by the spacecraft. And for as long as we're taking, those seekers could have moved by now. Who knows? Jeffrey, you're kind of the lead guy. Let's get you. Is that cover up at the top of the hill right there? Let's move you up. Blue move up here in case we need to reevaluate and take a peek. Okay, so the coast is clear at the moment. I see meld straight in the back. I'm kind of thinking we got to get moving up this hill. In fact, I'm going to push because I don't have everybody up that close yet. So I think I'm going to be happy with that position as the one I take a peek with, and we're going to get everybody kind of motoring in that direction. So that hopefully next time if we do activate by moving Jeffrey forward, everybody's able to pop up the hill and hopefully find some cover.
Afirmativo. I'm on it, Commander.
Yeah, we got a lot of people out of position right now. If I were to activate right now over that hill, I got too many soldiers too far back that would be out of action, that wouldn't be able to support us. So since this ground is apparently clear at the moment, I'm going to take advantage of it and do some double moves. We'll move up here a little bit. There's kind of a lack of cover as I notice as I get up this hill, so if we do activate, it might mean a lot of jumping down over the edge to get back to cover. But I'm trying to get everybody, the thought is get everybody as close as we can, so hopefully we can get some cover. You're just going to do the overwatch, Jeffrey, just in case. And I definitely want to run my sniper up there a bit closer. In fact, we'll do it kind of moving forward at an angle, trying to give us some lines to use as a sniper. Kind of a scary turn if somebody had wandered into us because we are so grossly out of position. But fortunately that didn't happen. And those seekers being as quiet as ever, that's for sure. Now I want to see about pushing my scout forward. We're going to take this tree right here. Let's see what we see. Okay, we definitely see the meld. It's kind of spinning semi-quick now all of a sudden. I think it's worth doing the double move because it's full cover. I may activate, but it definitely puts me in position for that meld next turn. So let's see what it does. Okay, we got lucky with our greed this time. Let's see if we can't get some positions for these other guys for a change. We'll get run and gun up here. We can get my medic, who definitely is not necessarily my most frontline troop. Let's see, do we have someone else who might be more appropriate for that full cover, so we'll just take the half cover you with you, Nadal. Sandy Koufax, we're going to move you up to the half cover. Boris, you wouldn't be a bad one to have to take behind full cover. Neither would suppression, but we're going to... Boris, you win out. Just because I know you can reach it, I'm not sure that my other guy can reach it. My Rocketeer can't quite make it to that half cover. We'll try up here. So next turn I should be able to start steadying that rocket. Ideally, it would have been nice to be able to grab a position where I could have steadied it this turn. It's not great cover. It's kind of sideways and flankable depending on where they activate from. But we got Overwatch back in our court now, so I'm not worried. I'm not going to Overwatch with my scatter laser. We're going to reload the laser pistol. And I got to figure out the best way, because right now if I activate I am not going to have any kind of line of sight. So let's just dash up. In fact, we'll do a stand in the open dash just because we're below the rise. So odds of us being in a line of sight are minimal. Okay, so the floaters are on our flank. We're going to have to keep that in mind. The seekers, haven't heard that quiet little seeker sound, and the meld cooperated and did not expire on us. So we're going for our greedy second meld here, and this may activate because we're going to get some vision now down to the other side of the rise here. So let's find out. Ah, those quiet, sneaky seekers are being quiet and sneaky. Let's take the meld before I forget. And let's kind of push forward to some more cover as we move forward. Looking for seekers, but wary of the floaters off to the side also. In fact, I'm wondering if I want to take this side cover, at least for the person on the most right position that I'm going to have. So I'm kind of thinking Boris, Becker. Let's do it in the half cover, just so you have an overwatch available. Rafael, we're going to bring you up to also provide some support on that side. Kind of moving forward with a bias to the right, even though I'm concerned that more than likely my seekers are straight ahead. But we haven't definitely heard from them in a while, so we'll switch back to the scatter laser just so I don't forget. Sandy Koufax, we've used your arc thrower, so I do want you near the front, just for your grenade abilities and smoke abilities, but we're going to dash to this point. So I don't necessarily need you on Overwatch, I just need to get you positioned near the front. And who else we got left? I think we got a few more left. In fact, we'll steady the rocket. And let's see if we can get some cover. Kind of far back, so I'm not thrilled with that cover for our gunner. It's the best we're going to do at the moment. Overwatch, Overwatch, Overwatch. Steady. Yeah, we'll just Overwatch. Overwatch. And get the sniper up the hill. Can we get a sniper up the hill to at least get us some kind of position here? Still not an ideal sniper position, but we haven't had any activity to worry to make that an issue yet. Let's see, what have we got? What have we got? Where is it we want to push forward to? I think we're going to kind of keep this a small push.
Moving to position.
Now we don't even have... Yeah, there's the spacecraft. We can finally see the edge of the spacecraft over there through the fog. Kind of get a little bit of our bearings back over here.
Solid copy.
Those seekers, I've just lost any sense of where they could be these days. I guess that's why they're seekers. I guess that's why they're an enemy. They have a skill set. Let's bring some of our support units up. I feel better now having a steadied rocket in our ranks. And we'll also move you up here. But not you, Arthur Ashe. See, I'm looking at who I wanted to move and then almost moved the wrong guy again. As is my frequent habit. Okay, let's just overwatch and get ready. See if we get some wandering floaters.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Roger.
Feeling better about how we've got support with our troops positioned here. Got some weird noises coming from a fan in the computer, so let's hope we make it through this playthrough without some kind of computer issues going on. I'm gonna have to take a look at that after we finish up here. And I think we'll just steady our sniper weapon also. You hear the buzz in the background. Oh, they're coming around in a different direction a little bit, those mobile floaters. But they did not activate. It looks like the other meld is not going to be there for our taking. So what's scary is if they're rotating around here, where have the others rotated around? Oh my my. Now we got floaters more over in that direction. So do we just play the waiting game for them to kind of mosey on into us? Is that what we got to do now?
On my way.
It's a whole position game. This map is kind of big. So we're doing a lot of searching around for these guys. And they're on the move, so it's like cat and mouse, cat and mouse, cat and mouse a little bit. But I'm kind of thinking we're going to play in that direction just because that's where the sound cue tells us they are.
Moving out.
Now I've kind of got my lead personnel more in the back, but I think we're reoriented to take on the floaters as long as they don't keep moving around the perimeter back and forth all around. Let's steady and get ready for their potential appearance this turn since they've been moving a lot closer, that's for sure. We'll steady right there and overwatch everybody else. Are they going to move forward or continue kind of that circle route they're making? Yeah, they're going to continue that circle route. So let's see if we can start inching forward and see if we can find a way to pop up on them.
Affirmative.
Oh, and that fan is sounding noisy. I hope it's not coming through too loud and distracting on the playthrough. But what you gonna do with an equipment malfunction in the middle of a playthrough? We'll get through this episode and then we'll start taking a look at the fan that we're dealing with here. As we push forward, I think we're also going to get you in a position to push forward a little bit.
Moving to position.
Jeffrey was a scout, and we're just kind of now that we got our lead soldiers there, we're just going to kind of hold position with everybody else.
I field, Commander. Come get some.
Moving to Overwatch.
See if we get a sound cue this time. And they're still moving up there, so I'm interested in popping up and see if we can't find them, get them drawn into our cover. I like the amount of support we have. Here we go. Here we go. They did us a favor moving into us. First Overwatch miss.
That's a load of
Nice try, Jeffrey, but not a good result. And of course we got Overwatch, but thank goodness we got double Overwatch, but fortunately I got someone who can run, can do a little running of the Overwatch. Now they're ahead of me, but one of them scattered off to the side, which makes me feel like this tree position I was thinking about moving up to is not necessarily ideal. I want to get a peek over here. I'm going to use David Beckham. Of course that will run Overwatch, so that's not who I want to use. I want to get you, Jeffrey, to see if we can run some lightning or some Overwatch, and what is the best place to do that from. If we can run double Overwatch, then I'm going to have to worry about the guy that potentially can flank you, but I think we have the tools to maybe be able to do that. So let's run some Overwatch, Jeffrey, and see if you can come through clean for us.
moving out.
First shot taken, 4%. And we're free and clear on that one. We got one more coming that's going to be a higher percent though. 9%. At least it's not double digits. So okay, we survived and broke the Overwatch. I'm happy with that result. The question is though, we did not get a good appearance from the guy over on the side here. We got a guy flying high. Now who has my ability against flying targets? I have heat. I thought somebody, maybe that was Jeffrey, who had the ability against... No, he wasn't it. I thought I had somebody who had some abilities against flying targets, but I'm not seeing that symbol. There we go. Boris, Becker, you have some abilities against flying targets. But I don't know that you're quite in range right here. Not quite. Not quite. And the only way to get you closer is with range. Let's see if we can fire a rocket. Do I have a reachable rocket over here to help thin the ranks? 1.1 scatter. I think that has to be my first play, just because I don't have a lot of maneuverability to get up close in range. So we're going to rely on Arthur Ashe and his rocket. 1.1 scatter. I think we're okay with that.
Target locked.
And if I lose a couple floater corpses... Oh, we got damage on all three. Awesome job on the rocket. Good, 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 good. I'm happy with that result. I'm kind of tempted to bring David Beckham over here to get vision on that other floater here on the side on a blue move and decide if I'm able to do a run and gun or not, if he's in proper range. I just need to get vision on this guy on the side, and yes, there he is. So he's up high though, so he's not going to be an easy target. Yeah, right now it's only 24% being up that high. So it'd be better to find a plan, and let's see what my sniper has vision of. We got 98% against the guy up high. I kind of like that. Ooh, we got 98%. We could do a lot of injured floaters, have a lot of injured floaters in our midst. Do we feel better having a lot of injured floaters or less floaters? There is the question. I think I'm going to go for the high floater. I should be able to get a kill on, because I don't think we can get a kill on this one anyway. Now, there's a very low chance to get a crit. So let's come back here and see if we can't take care of the high floater right there.
X-ray neutralized.
All right, there we go. What have we got option-wise ahead of us? Yeah, we can't quite get vision on some of those guys in the back. That's the biggest part of the problem here. So Boris, David Beckham, I don't feel comfortable using run and gun in this particular instance. We get to nice cover here, but it would seem to be highly flankable. So I may just drop you down. I don't know if that breaks your line of sight, or if you, yeah, you'll still have a shot from there, although I'm not going to probably take it just because you're so far removed. Probably, geez, I really like the idea of keeping you on Overwatch, but until I get you down into this corner cover, because otherwise he's going to move forward and we're going to get a flank on my scout, Jeffrey, over here. See if I got any kind of positions I can move forward a little bit to help Overwatch protect. And one of those might be Rafael Nadal over here. I don't know if you're quite in range with a shot, but if he tries moving forward a little bit, at least you're going to be close enough to hopefully help with some Overwatch. Sandy Koufax, we can't get you very close either, although once again we're going to drop you a little closer in some kind of cover on Overwatch to try and hinder their free movement forward towards us. And I'm almost thinking like we need to run Boris Becker somewhere. I'm feeling flankable there, but if I bring you here, you should be able to help next turn, I hope. And then the last question is, what do I do with Cristiano Ronaldo, my gunner? I guess we'll bring a little farther forward to this corner cover to help against those other aliens, the weakened ones in the back. And we're going to have a heck of a lot of Overwatch that hopefully will prevent Jeffrey Drag, my scout, from being flanked up there. So let's Overwatch. Beckham, I always could run and gun just to put you on Overwatch, but I'm just going to drop you here to prevent you from being flanked without the Overwatch. If you didn't have a shotgun, I might not worry so much. Ronaldo does his job. One Overwatch, a success.
Starting to lose ground.
What's his play? He's retreating in a very injured fashion. What is this? He's full strength. He's also retreating. So we have got them on the run. So the question is, are they on Overwatch? Well, Jeffrey, where are you? Let's see if you got some way to run to some cover. In fact, maybe this is the cover we dash you to break any potential Overwatch. I wish, well, there is cover here that might still give you a shot and you still would break Overwatch. That could be set up. Only one of them could be on Overwatch. And you don't have that line of sight even on that one that I was worried about. So we're going to bring you up to the tree after all. Do we have sight? We don't have sight on the other guy? So he double moved. Once he got out of range of sight for me, he kept double moving. So that seemed to be his play. Now we got to see if we can't push forward and get any shots at anybody. First of all, let's check in with Andy Gibbon, our sniper. And no, our sniper doesn't even have a shot because they've gone lower than the... So he's kind of missing the shot that way. So it looks like we have a big floater chase ahead of us. We'll see how fast and how far they keep retreating. The big floater chase. Well, we got a blue move up here, so that's not bad. And what kind of a shot? 72%. I think we're going to take that one. Obviously, there's potential for flanking being in position there on that other unknown floater, depending on how he moved back. But we're going to 72% shot is worth it. Yes, and that one was worth taking. Now, Andy, I'm thinking we're going to push you forward over to here, this position. We're going to get you so you can start seeing over that rise with your sniper rifle. And Cristiano Ronaldo, we got to push you forward. We'll push forward with medic. And I think we're going to have to double move you, Sandy Koufax, just to try and get you far enough forward. We'll give you half cover right here. Got to remember that other guy, I believe, is full strength. So if he pushes forward and takes a shot, he's going to have some decent odds against us. So we got at least a little bit of overwatch to help protect us. And now we got a rocket that's kind of out of place, although we did get the benefit of using that rocket. So let's just get you forward so maybe we can steady you next turn. There's still seekers out there somewhere, and there he goes. He's going to have a shot somewhere. Oh, but he double moves to try and get a flank, which means he cannot shoot this turn. So that plays right into our hands, and he unwisely is standing wide open for us. Okay, I can push forward with David Beckham, probably get a decent shot in between everybody else, depending on the percentages. Yeah, we got 100% right there. I can move up here and get hollow targeting behind some nice full cover with Jeffrey Drag. So we're going to have some shots available for our guys. I can get you up, Sandy Koufax. So we can get some shots on this guy. Are you in range right there? Yes, you're even range. Are you in range right there? Yes. So we might as well move you up to the full cover just in case. And who else can we get moved up and in position? Our Rocketeer can get moved up, but I think all we'll do is just steady him where he is. I can get Ronaldo moved up. I'm just getting probably overkill. Getting everybody moved up in this fashion is a little bit of overkill, but got to get everybody more together as a unit. I'm going to take the hollow targeting from you, Jeffrey. Oops, that's Rafael Nadal. Jeffrey, where? Oh, I pushed you forward up here. I don't see what that full cover is, but it sure says you're in full cover. The incredible invisible full cover here, but we're going to trust the game map and the indication that you're in full cover, and let's get some hollow targeting going. And a hit, it looks like it'll be. So nice hollow targeting. And now we can move forward to sniper without too much trouble. And since he's not in play, we can always do the snapshot with you, Andy. In fact, why don't we just take a snapshot? Well, let me kind of take a look. Do we have anybody getting a promotion yet? So really nobody in the team right now. Oh, David Beckham, you already got a promotion, so you will not take the shot. Andy, why don't you take the shot and see if we can work on spreading around some kills and getting some more promotions. There's the kill. Another floater down. Okay. What have we got available now? Let's just overwatch with who else we have positioned and reloaded.
And loaded.
And now we got a group of seekers out there. We know we got them. We know we heard them. So let's get kind of prepared for them and see if we can hear some more sound cues. We'll steady, because if we do come up against seekers, we definitely would be able to use that shredder rocket. Problem is, where have they moved? Where have they moved? We have no clue now. We're probably, we're kind of in sight of the spaceship. I wonder. Well, let's start moving down. It sounds like, from all the indications and sound cues we've had so far, it's just the seekers. I really haven't heard a lot of other sound cues besides those seekers. let's kind of position ourselves forward towards the spaceship.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Okay, we have no outsiders sitting outside the spaceship over here, and we'll kind of start sliding over, I think, to set ourselves up for a front door breach, even though we're going to be going against outsiders potentially with Seekers still out there. I think we're going to take that chance.
Moving to position.
No. All right, here we go. Let's do the honors. Jeffrey, open that front door. See if the outsiders are right inside. Nobody, and that other door's shut. So we're hearing them over in that direction, so it's probably the next door that'll be the big reveal. So let's get set up now. Once again, we'll go get ourselves set up for another big reveal through the next door. I feel comfortable dashing up to a closed door, so I'm not too concerned there. See if everybody has the range to kind of set up behind this door now. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just get it done in one turn, get everybody moved, but we don't quite have the range with everybody I need to get positioned, so it's going to take us a second turn to get up there. I can get up there with you, Nadal, or Beckham, excuse me. And you, Nadal, you'll follow up here. You'll be able to get up there also. And it's Boris Becker that I'm thinking won't quite have the range. But why not put you on this side then? And now our backline support. We got to get you up there and ready and positioned. Where do we have some positions available?
Hauling ass. Running.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
I'll tell you what it was. Something called an outsider. It's amazing we can even hear those quiet little things out there. Now, what is a good spot to put? Well, you know what, Andy? You are a snapshot sniper, so I'm going to bring you forward. I don't have to have you locked into position. I'll just have my Rocketeer locked into a position and steadied this turn, and then next turn we'll be able to do the breach. I think this will give us an angle if they're out in that direction. Not that I want to shoot a rocket in the spaceship and destroy the potential loot I'm going to get, but we're still going to have you steady just in case. You never know with outsiders. Okay, everybody else, get ready.
I'm on it.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
I think we'll just steady Boris Becker though, since he's in potentially right in case they're right on the other side. We'll increase his aim when we open that door, and I think we're ready, guys. Door breach on the outsiders. Here we go. And nothing. That means they're farther back. Somewhere in the back. Somewhere in the back. Either more behind this wall, or if I peek around this corner a little bit, could they be? I've had it. I've seen it happen, and I've had them activated right as we get around that corner. So I'm thinking, can we play a game and just stay to the left and at least get positioned up on this door? So if that's where they are, we have some range, because this is the awkward spot right back here. There's that one door right there. Let's take you, Jeffrey. Let's move you up to this corner and see if we activate them from that position. We don't. Now, can we open this door? See if they're in there. I don't think they are based on the sound cue. I'm really thinking they're over there. Now we got this wide door here, but it's just weird cover to try and hide behind to come back on this back side on them. So what we're going to do is let's see if we can't keep everybody kind of as far forward as we can over here without activating them. That way, when we activate, I'm really assuming they're back here. That way, when we activate them somewhere back here, we're all up as close as we can. We have the maximum ability to maneuver, to react to where they place themselves. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm kind of hesitant to even move one more hex over. Yikes. Because I don't want to activate them this turn. Is this a safe spot? Okay.
Bien.
Okay, that line of pathing seems to be safe. Andy, I'm not sure how to position you, and I'm not sure. I'm still gonna just keep you out in the open because fortunately the outsiders aren't wanderers, so we're kind of okay being out in the open. I'm just not sure where to position every single soldier here to the maximum effect. So we're just gonna go with the flexibility of movement that we would get.
Heading there now.
Let's do that. Okay, let's just, I'm not going to steady a rocket in this situation. We're just going to overwatch everybody just in case some seekers show up.
I'm on it. I feel, Commander.
The next turn we're going to go activating, I'm guessing, some outsiders. Yeah, they're right behind that wall, I think. They are probably right behind that wall. So what's the best way to send someone out there to activate? Wish I had a better sense of the cover, because I don't think that's real cover. Okay, what we're gonna do, let's activate with Boris. No, we got your movement blocked for my assault. That's one mistake with my decision here. Let's get Andy. Maybe we can get Andy up here as my sniper and see, do we have a position we can put you in? Let's see if this is enough to activate him from right here.
Yes, Commander.
No. So they really are right behind that wall over here. Let's see if we can activate him from this side. That's a blue move, Jeffrey. Get them to run towards our sniper. Will that entice them to run in the direction we want?
Aye, aye, Commander. Here they come.
One of them does, and sets himself up for a nice sniper shot. I'm happy about that. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. It's only 83%. I can definitely get holo targeting on him to help that out. I can get holo targeting from there too. Let's do that. Holo targeting one and hopefully a hit to boot. Let's do it, Ronaldo. Okay, we got our holo targeting, and let's see if we can finish it up with Andy. Let's see if we can't finish that off and get rid and get it down to our more standard one outsider. Let's do it. No! That was a horrid miss. Oh, that was just terrible. That was horrid. Oh my goodness, that was terrible, terrible, terrible. Arthur Ashe, let's see if we can get you up here and have you finish the job. A Rocketeer finishing the job with his non-rocket. There we go. Now in front of us over here, we should have no problem taking out this outsider now. As a matter of fact, you're going to get the first shot, Jeffrey. It's going to apply hollow targeting for everybody else, and it's not a bad 79%. So let's see. We got the hollow targeting, and we got some damage. Now it's time to bring others around, and I do not mind bringing anybody out into the open at this point. Boris, Becker, let's give you a... What? How do you not see him? Oh, because you can't step out? Is that what it is? Well, this is what we do. That's why you have an AP grenade. Oh, but he's not... Yeah. He's not behind... Oh, that cover is playing games. So there's no way Jeffrey's just not behind cover. So, oh well. Forget the AP grenade. And forget you being in position. So I've now wasted another soldier not being able. But we got Boris or David Beckham. I'm just trying to hold off on David Beckham. Just because he doesn't need to kill. So let's get out here with Sandy Koufax. And what kind of a shot can you help us out with? 73%. I don't like that. Even hollow targeted, that's just horrible. But you do get a hit. He's down to 2 now. And Rafael, Nadal, you're being called on to finish this off. Let's get out of the smoke so we can see what's happening. And have you finish it off for us. 100%. This time I like the percentage. Killing medic. 100%.
Objectives completed.
Now that is weird. I could swear I heard in the distance the sound. Maybe it must have been the drones that made that sound, but I swear it sounded like a seeker pod that we never ran into. So anyway, we got the mission done. Way to go, folks. Way to come out clean. Way to come out with no injuries. And we got some meld to boot, so I'm thrilled with the result. And we got another aircraft back to service. That helps make things feel a little better for us.
I had my doubts.
So Beckham was the only one that ended up being promoted. I couldn't get enough kills for the others. Just not enough, but where the kills are starting to pile up. Boris, boom, boom, you're up with 18. Beckham leads the way with 21 on this particular group. So we're getting there. Andy, you had a couple where if you could have got that last shot, you might have, oh no, who knows, maybe that one more kill would have got you your promotion, because I know, excuse me, I know you're getting close. I know you're getting close. Plenty of floater corpses, which that's like the one corpse I don't mind selling because there's less uses for it. That's like the money corpse. We have 3 UFO. We got 1 good flight computer, 2 good power sources, which is great for our crashed 138 meld, and we got some that we can sell right away. So let's get over here and sell the damaged ones that we know we can afford to sell right away. And we're building up some cash, which I really, really, really like, because we will have some things to spend it on. Let's see, what have we got coming up here? In fact, with 247, what kind of things? I think we're looking at needing to build some items here. We got that. Don't we have the new? Do we have the new armor yet? Yeah, we got some carapace armor in the works. So building more carapace armor would not be a bad thing. Starting to excavate a little bit might not be a bad thing with just a little bit of that money. We also have satellites. As I get my satellites, do I have one extra, or did they shoot one down and I have to refly one? It's like, okay, so I do have one satellite available, and might not be bad. Let's spend that money. How much more time do we have? Got to get my bearings on what's coming up here. Council reports, oh, that's only in 4 turns, so I probably can afford nicely to spend on another satellite, and then after the council mission, maybe we'll have enough for another satellite. And we'll see if that leaves me enough, because then once the facility builds over here, 14 days, we'll be able to launch some satellites and get the aircraft bonus before the next month. So I feeling we're kind of primed to expand to another continent. I kind of like that idea. So let's get in here and build. What's a satellite going to cost us? 189. Let's do it. That leaves us 58, which I hope is enough. Nah, not quite. But we can get up to 75. I want to get one more carapace armor in the works. So let's just sell maybe a couple of those floater corpses. Yeah, we can get a couple of those out of here. Where are we sitting on anything else? Flight computers, I think well, we got the 6 I need right away. We got 6 power sources. I probably could almost sell a couple of those, leaving me with 4. I feel kind of comfortable with that. I'm going to do it. I'll need those power sources at some point, but right now I'm going to get cash for 2 of them. In fact, I forgot to... I think maybe I can sell just a few more floater corpses. Because how many did I have? 40? Let's go another 5. Got a lot of thin men corpses, but they do have some uses before I go crazy with them. We'll wait till some of those uses become more apparent. Now let's get back in there and build a little more armor. Okay, leaves us with 49. Do I have anything I want to look at replacing in here? I kind of like the idea of that alloy plating too, so let's add another one of those. And that's our turn in the base here. What are we looking like in the hangar before we go out there? Okay, we got 7 days till we get 3, but we at least have 1 laser cannon and 1 avalanche missile. So when we get rearmed with Midas Akamura, we will have some more also. Yeah, so we're going to be good in about 6-7 days. But until then, let's cross our fingers on the air game. Let's get out there and find some more bad guys. 12 sectoid corpses for a scientist. Yep, we're going to do it. That's what I got the sectoid corpses for. And we have an abduction coming up. It's a light abduction in San Diego.
The locations are marked on the hologlobe.
So okay, here we go. A light. It's going to feel easy breezy, but let's see if it's going to be tougher. Maybe we'll get our mutons this time. Maybe we'll be able to finally get our muton capture that I'm so desperately wanting on this next mission. So this is Zigzag Zog signing off for this episode. I want to thank you all for tuning in to watch. I appreciate it. Each and every one of you that takes the time to watch my episodes. Thank you so much.